Hello, everyone. Welcome back to A Robot Recommends. I'm Tim, and we are here with your Thursday recommendation. For today's recommendation, I decided to pick a Black Lady sketch show, which, if you haven't seen it yet, it is, as the title suggests, a sketch show, and it features Black ladies, specifically Robin Thede, Quinta Brunson, Ashley Nicole Black, Gabrielle Dennis. That core cast of four, they are all fantastic. It is very funny, but it's also kind of illuminating in a sense, because when we look at comedy and stuff like that, there have been other specifically sketch shows like Chappelle's Show, Key and Peele, that do a lot to kind of look into Black culture and the Black community, but those also still have very male-centric points of view. So this a Black Lady sketch show not only kind of hones in on Black experience and community and finds lots of funny angles to deal with that, but it's also from a very uniquely female perspective, which is something that is still missing quite a bit in the comedy landscape. That kind of helps introduce a new element to what the kind of comedy they can do and the kind of commentary that they're going after. And what I think is particularly impressive about a Black Lady sketch show is there is a lot of specificity in that lived Black woman experience, but it never feels inaccessible. Like, even as you can tell, I am a white dude, it still feels very approachable and recognizable. There are still a lot of recognizable dynamics within the comedy, but they add a lot of specific context that kind of gives you more of an idea of how those kinds of situations play out in that specific community with that specific mindset. It's very rewarding. My fiance had watched it on her own at one point, probably because she was bored. I was probably playing video games or something like that at the time. And then she came back and told me that I needed to watch this. She watched it all again with me, and it blows right past. And while there is a second season that is in the works, there's just the one season, and it's only 6 episodes, which is also a refreshing thing because it goes by really quickly. And the problem with a lot of sketch shows is it can get very hit or miss because they're trying different things. Not all the premises have legs or work out. And a Black Lady sketch show, it's not that it necessarily avoids that problem, but because it's just a 6-episode season, they don't have the problem that a lot of other sketch shows might, looking at you, SNL, where they have to fill week after week a bunch of hours of content, and so you inadvertently are going to have a lot of filler stuff. They don't have to deal with that. It's just 6 half-hour episodes, so they can kind of really focus in on the best ideas that they have. So it goes by in a breeze. It is an HBO show, so any HBO streaming that you have, HBO Go, HBO Now, or the new HBO Max, today's sponsor, HBO Max, it sure is something. It is free to watch on there. Since HBO Max just launched last week, they still have a lot of free trial stuff going on. So if you don't have any of the HBO stuff, just use the free trial. Get some free content from them while you can. And check out a Black Lady sketch show. As I kind of talked about on Tuesday, we're in kind of a very trying, scary time right now. And while this is definitely much lighter and much more fun than 13th, it still does a really good job of highlighting Black voices, specifically the voices of Black women. And we really do, need to give those voices a chance to be heard. I'm guilty myself of not always being as open to seeking out diverse voices. I also will tend to sticking with my comfort zone, but A Black Lady Sketch Show is really good proof that when you do go looking for those more diverse voices, it is very, very rewarding, and it does give a different perspective that you may not have gotten, even when it comes to comedy and comedy premises and tropes. So very rewarding, very fun watch. Like I said, you can blow through it in a weekend. So, even though we are trying to still kind of stay safe, weather is getting nicer. You might want to spend more time outside, even if it's just in your own backyard. So this is a nice way that you can take up some time without it feeling completely overwhelming. So that's it for today. Black Lady Sketch Show on any HBO platform you can get your hands on. Go check it out. Very fun, very rewarding, very talented group of women who are behind it. Let's give them some support. And as always, stay safe and stay strong out there, guys.